Mic 1 on.
Yeah, mic 2's on, man.
Mic 2 on. Mic 2 on.
Mic 3's on.
Okay, we live, man.
And we live. Back again. Back to 3rd Avenue, guys. Welcome to 3rd Avenue.
Fine.
Today we got another one for you. Just gonna be cooking whatever cooks in the mind.
You know what it is, man.
Just to start this conversation, actually, I was talking to my colleague at work, and I was telling them I have a podcast, and then they were like asking me, like, what is the podcast about? Where can we hit it up? And I was like, I don't want y'all knowing that I'm interesting in life, so I don't want y'all hitting me up.
Real rap, though.
You know what I mean? I was like that. And then I was like, second, she's like, why are you not, like, why don't you want me to hit it up? And what is the podcast about? What does it really focus on? And I'm like, we don't know yet. I think having a conversation usually shift forms its own identity.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, if people want financial advice, they can look for another podcast for that.
Yeah,
if they want relationship advice, they can look for another podcast for that.
Yeah.
You want fitness, you want whatever things, you want religion, you want whatever, someone's out there for you. If you came here to look for some life advice, hey man, we got news for y'all. We are 3 dumb fucks talking shit. Alright, so if you're out here coming here, man, we just here, man, just to talk to y'all and let y'all know that you ain't the only one in this life. So yeah.
Shit. It's
That's
basically
the
like
thing.
basically those biscuits you get around Christmas. The ones that have like an assortment.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Damn, bro.
You
know,
just gonna
you
take something and just
What's your
avoid.
favorite biscuit from there?
I'm not gonna lie, the one in the wrapper, those ones be going hard.
Which one? The one in the
pink
red wrapper?
Red wrapper.
Nah.
Yeah.
Man,
that used to be my shit.
That used to be my shit.
Mama, like, listen to me. My favorite one is low-key the pink one.
I'm hearing you.
What they call them again? The waffle.
The wafer ones.
The wafer.
Yeah. I didn't even know they were called that.
Yeah,
Like,
they're wafer choice.
They usually set them out every time I have
That shit
training
feels
at
like my
work, right?
childhood, bro.
Right? So they'll have it with the other grads, and then they'll put them out. And they never give me the pink one.
They never.
Always give me the red one Eagle talking about in the
'cause
rap.
the red one's covered.
Right?
Everybody loves that
And
one.
It's covered in chocolate. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
facts.
and I'm like, I'm not really in the chocolatey
one's
mood in the
spicy.
morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that one still, man.
Yeah, so you never know what you get.
You never know what you're gonna get from this, but for the most part, it's a good time. We cover some hard-hitting topics, man. Like last week, we covered why it's good to read your homies' bedtime stories. And like, what other podcasts are gonna give you such content that's like actually
Gotta
relevant?
read the
'Cause
homies' bedtime stories.
what are the odds? You and the homies sleepover, shit, nigga. Tell me a story.
Yeah.
And you ain't got nothing in the bank.
Yeah.
Dude,
Your homies already know your life. They already know what girls you're talking to or what homies you're talking to. Hey, we don't discriminate on this podcast. We love everybody.
wait, I think, usually if you're going to tell your homies about bedtime stories, of course, bedtime stories grow as people, right? Usually I notice that when we talk about bedtime stories is when guys talk about their L's. You know, if you're taking an L where you're like, I am never telling a soul about what just happened.
No, but that's usually how it goes. As dudes, we waste a lot of times talking about the bitches we almost had.
Yeah.
Shout out Dre for that line. Like, dude, we're talking about bitches we almost had. You know niggas, bro. Be like, hey man, that's the one that got away. But, hey,
Not
man,
the one that looked at me like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
But yo, guys, before we just start, getting into the chats, we just need to formally introduce ourselves. I am going to start first. Yo, man, guys, this is your man, Vinny the performer at this point. We're just prepping up for comedy set. Hopefully that shit goes well. And on to my fucking right here, now this is my twin, my slime, my brother,
Captain
Hussein the main.
Yeah,
man. Sorry, my bad, man. I just saw a hobo run. You know how, but like,
Exactly, the guy told you.
my bad. The guy in the hobo run, he parks cars.
Yo.
I go by the name Hussein, like who isn't insane. For the ones who cannot pronounce it, we sitting up on 3rd Avenue, giving you the news about nothing, cooking it up. And at the back seat, I got my man Zitoni, cooking it up.
You know what it is.
Smoking it up.
Big Igor, they call me Big Chocolate in the streets, but we ain't gotta go into that.
Big chocolate.
Hey man, this nigga be cooking up these aliases every time.
Hey man, I'm in the building with it. Hey man, shout out to my guys for the introduction, man. And we're back. We're on 3rd Avenue. It's where it's at. It's lady. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it, man.
Monday
Again,
evening.
bro.
Mondays,
This shit came around again.
Dude.
This thing's actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like by the time that we get to the end of the series, I think we'll have an idea
of where we're going.
Of where this thing is going.
I think, like, man, we just shouldn't be that hard in life. I was telling someone today, like, the same person asked me about the podcast. I'm like, I can't necessarily have a set goal and say this is who I am. Because every 5 minutes, like a week, today I like this and tomorrow I can change my opinion. And should be allowing people to have that. You could have an opinion right now, and then in a year from now you could change it. And I think because of the culture now, it's like I'm not allowed to change my mind.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to backtrack, right? So yeah, man, wherever it goes.
Maybe I will start liking hobos, you know.
Hey,
you know
that's a big growth right now.
Yeah, man. But for now, fuck those niggas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
It's super crazy, man. Like my man Spike from Cowboy Bebop says.
Shout out that guy.
In a dubbed version, because the dubbed version is the only one that matters.
Man, don't listen to this.
Whatever
nigga,
happens,
you enjoy your anime.
Happens, yo. You know what I mean? I am judging y'all sub guys because I did not have concentration on a whole day long of work, and I'm about to read more about and then the guy, you know what's the thing about it, just on that topic? Have you met that one homie who claims that he understands Japanese and now Korean ones, because everyone's into Korean series?
God dang it, bro. I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
Yeah, actually, bro, that is.
It's the baddies. It's the baddies think they know Korean because of like Blackpink and I don't know.
But apparently it's catching on though. Apparently the storylines are fucking litty and shit like that.
Brody over here, this boy Vino over here is acting like he's ducking and diving. This nigga was out here having songs sent to him from the bitches about what it meant to him, about what it meant to them. I remember vividly. I think it was back in high school. You're fucking with other shorty. I forgot the shorty.
Oh, yeah. We can't be name dropping, man.
No, of course not. But the general consensus is my brother gave it a chance because of friends. And let this be a lesson, Kings. Let this be a lesson to those who are listening. You do something because of girl. It's understandable, but within reason. Just don't lose yourself. Within reason. Don't lose yourself. When you lose yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. Cuffed, very happy, man. Hopefully married soon.
Shout out to love.
Yo. But let me tell y'all guys, red flag walking, any girl who's into K-pop and all that stuff, telling you she's gonna go to Korea and stuff. Like she's gonna go to South Korea and stuff and she's like 26. That is a red flag walking, guys. Listen up, man. I'm not judging y'all. But like you cannot have an adult telling you that she thinks that BTS and her are like one. That is just a little bit crazy. That is wild.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That is wild. Low key. Like imagine being like you could be a 10, man. But like, god damn it. Like, that's a bit weird.
You ain't know any Drake?
You
don't know any Drake?
Cause
you don't know any Drake?
Bro, I don't even think me and that girl could gel, bro.
Man, y'all talking about name, nigga. Y'all know that?
So, bro.
That's so lit, though. That is not the N-word, but like...
But BTS got some bangers, though.
Hey, man.
BTS got some bangers, though, bro.
They probably got good music, but I just feel like just because of the fact that their fans are as annoying as Beyonce fans. It's just so crazy.
Now, I'll take Beyonce fans any day, man. You gotta promote the culture. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, Beyonce fans, they'll come to you over, dude, they'll come bring your dead grandma into the conversation because you said this
I'm talking about Gaga fans. I feel like controversial opinion. I love all the Gaga songs. But what the hell? I'm just joking. As about to
like some of the Gaga songs.
But what the hell does she know about pictures?
You gotta say it
but
like,
she an
you
actor
gotta say
now, shout out to her. But like with the Gaga fans, they'll be putting like Beyonce and her in the same pedestal. And now Taylor Swift. And I'm like, y'all don't understand why. Like you don't understand Beyonce until you start looking at the history. Like Beyonce been doing this her whole life, man. You know what I mean? Career spanning like since you were a kid, pageants. You know what I mean? Pageants, everything. You know what I mean? That's crazy, you know? These niggas just saw the popo and now they want to act like they slick.
Nah.
Bro, we ain't bugging about those.
We ain't bugging.
Nah, you should have seen this nigga's face, man. Like
on the deadlocks, fuck 12.
But yeah, man. But yeah, what would you say? Let me say this: if Gaga is important. What's your favorite Gaga song?
Oh, off the dome?
Yeah.
Just Dance with Akon. That shit is a heater.
Nigga, you say that because of TikTok, though.
Nah, not even, bro. Listen
TikTok.
how deep. Listen how
Just Dance was a TikTok thing, though.
Listen how far back this goes. Listen.
Okay, I got one, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you cook. But the reason I say Just Dance is because, guys, you have to understand, in the time that we were coming up in primary school, Gaga was bigger than Jesus. Gaga was bigger than Jesus. Bro, we weren't even at liberty to watch some of her music videos because of the fact that she was pushing boundaries. Yeah, first and foremost. But this is when I knew she was 30. In the middle of my grade 5 English class, my white English teacher named us.
Exactly. You said it. Did you hear that, audience?
My white English teacher. Hey,
I'll let you cook.
I got love for everyone. But my English teacher, to teach us what verses and stanzas and choral verses is, she used the song Just Dance by Lady Gaga featuring Akon. And that's when I knew, god dang it, oh, she's different.
Nah, she's different.
So that's all I'm going to say. I will let you lead off.
I'm
going to say this.
We should start studying Kendrick in school, man.
Okay, that's different topic. We're going to come back. Listen, my issue is that we, like, because majority are, the white people buy the records, right? They make, like, I was watching like a documentary. I was telling my brother earlier on about Drake and Kendrick Lamar and where they both come from. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the main thing that in the general consensus in America is that 70% of people, guys, if this stats does not align, I am sorry. I just heard it from another guy, Volts guys. So yeah. But he was saying that 70% of listeners and people who buy records were white, right? Now I'll go back to my thing about Gaga, right? If Gaga, like everyone times, all the people who are buying the records are the people with the wealth, right? And now they saying she's a legend, but then you got Beyonce spending over almost 3 decades. And then you're going to put someone who came in like 2006 in the same group. And that someone right now ain't making the record. Someone's pivoting and she's making a good acting career. Are you going to say she's for the culture of pop music when now you're looking at Beyonce constantly pushing boundaries? Every single album, no matter how much you feel about it, it ain't the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now when you're going to get the audience, and you know how the Swifties are, we're going to get back to them. I ain't going to hate on this video right now. But like, we're going to get back to them. But you got to see it and like actually dip it. Like, it's a bit problematic because you're like taking away from what Beyonce had to do.
How many kids does she have again?
Beyonce?
Yeah.
She got 3.
She's saying on to like 3 now, dog.
She got 3 kids. How many kids does Taylor Swift got? Huh? What? How many kids does Taylor Swift have? That woman did all that dancing. Have you seen that documentary on Netflix? The Homecoming. Bro, she was post-pregnancy after that shit, man.
Facts.
I swear to God, a lot of niggas' wives wouldn't do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, besides that point, jokes aside, it's just showing that she's really determined and dedicated to her craft, Sure. And she doesn't fuck around with it. As much as a lot of people make it seem like, yo, bro, like dancing like that all the fucking time, performing like that all these years, she's been doing this shit.
Counter questions. Okay, the new Lion King is dropping, and Blue Ivy's gonna voice one of the kids. I don't know, like one of the characters. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's nepotism? Should have been given?
Yeah, before I answer that, did I once say on the pod that I don't fuck with Lion King like that?
You ain't. Speak on it, kid.
Wait. OG or you like the
speak on it,
real live action?
Whatever the fuck that whole shit is, man. I remember, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to like this thing because of my ex used to like it. But like, I don't see the fucking craze about it. First of all, we stay in Africa. That must be one of the most offensive movies of African depiction.
Lions are in the jungle.
Which makes no sense because the whole show. you could see they're in the safari. That's what I'm saying. And we out here as South African bros saying, oh my God, Lion King is one of my favorite movies.
And then they're making like, ooh,
that's actually deep.
That's actually deep
man.
when I see it now.
Nah, man. That shit garbage. That's for white people, man. I'm telling you, bro. The white people can say, imagine being black. They say, oh my God, guys, Lion King is my favorite movie.
The craziest thing is you knew the lions are black.
That's the I didn't even know. Actually, now what you say, now I see. They had to be black. They're in Africa.
You know why? Like people ask you, okay, like this is actually a little bit of but like niggas ask you like, yo, top 5 fictional characters you would smash. They always include Nala.
For real?
And I asked the question, why Nala? And she's like, hey man. Dude, look at him. She look like a black lady. I'm like, what? Twitter is the most undefeated place to find the most unhinged opinions that actually just might stick if you just look at it.
Yeah, it might stick. But
I am not endorsing having any romantic feelings
back
inanimate
track.
characters. But
how do y'all feel about Beyonce's kid? You know,
I don't think it's nepotism. I think we need to also look as per definition, yes, but as perception, like sometimes we need to give it a break, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do if I work really hard to be not like you normal guys? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean my kid is gonna experience your normal kid shit. You know what I'm saying? My kid is gonna experience Beyonce level shit. You know, I mean, that's rule 101. Put your kid on when you got something, you know? Yeah. So I don't know. I think, you know, if she's good at it, then shout out. If she's shit at it, then...
same with Northwest and the Kim Kardashian, the Kardashian West kids. But we endorsed the Kardashian LeBron. Them niggas has been eating off nepotism since like OJ was fighting a case.
Yeah, actually.
And we getting behind these shorties saying, oh God, it's crazy. Oh my God, Kylie's a billionaire.
You remember?
When is nepotism?
You remember that episode? You remember when that episode where she got lost in the sauce and she told women to work hard?
That was hilarious.
I watched the episode on like the Kardashians. Nigga, that shit was a meltdown.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard.
Like, that's crazy. Because, like, let's not lie, man. Shout out. You guys don't know, like, here in Mzansi, guys. Like, you need to know that in Mzansi, man. I've seen it in my life. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you see the people going to work, the people hustling. It's the single mothers, you know what I mean?
For real.
Doing every single thing. And this lady gets in and says, you need to get off your ass
and just try harder.
and try harder. And I'm like,
Lord.
you know, not because we're coming up with, like, you can't become... The reality is, man, we're not all going to become billionaires, right? We're not going to become millionaires. We might not all get the same shit. That's the reality because of circumstances, right? At the end of the day, it's not that it's an excuse. Some people, man, are not going to make it. Not because they want to. Some of them just don't even know that.
Yeah.
Some of them don't even know that they have the potential. Like,
real rap, bro. Now we're getting into like talk about.
Like you gotta, and not because I sound deep. It's like I've met people because I stay next to the hood. You'll talk to someone and be like, "Hey man, how much did you get your matric?" And the guy will be like, "I thought these were my marks." I'm like, "Hey, why didn't you study?" Nah, man. You know, NSFS was gonna fund you. People don't even know, man, that they can apply. Not about that you're gonna get in, right? And then now, obviously, a lot of people come in and say, oh, yeah, you need to work harder. That's crazy. Because, like, I will be honest with you. People who work hard every day is the people you see every day here, man. People doing the jobs that people don't want to do.
Yeah.
Will always be the thing. You get into the office, you do work. It's hard. Yeah, you work. But most of the time, you're not doing what it means.
Wouldn't you then now say it's kind of like two things at this play? It's one, not knowing what's outside there for you to do.
Yeah.
I think that we'll run it down or run it back to information.
Yeah.
And also number two is self-esteem.
Yeah.
Like generally having the self-esteem, because I feel like a lot of the times when we hear niggas who made it out of the hood, sometimes it's usually that one guy who has the audacity. It's always about
Facts.
that one guy who had the audacity to say.
Shout out to homie. We actually know a homie like that. Shout out to homie. He tried.
Yeah.
And you can see what it takes to try.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just to try.
I have the audacity to think that, that shit you guys see on TV, I'm gonna go be there with you. And then it's gonna be hard because everyone, like even now, when someone, if I right now go up to a random brew and I'm like, one day I'm gonna perform at Madison Square Garden doing my comedy set, they'll be like, that's insane, bro. Yeah. That's not even realistic at this point. But to have that audacity sometimes, and you stick with that audacity, bro, you will shatter people's expectations.
Yeah.
But some people don't have that. They need other people to
goes back to that conversation we had.
Yeah, some of us, that's why sometimes parents, friends, because
for sure.
If you have good friends, that's what they say. Like these people will always tell you that, bro, you can do like there's so much. They'll you know what I'm saying? But when you don't have that support structure, again, that's where family values come into play. And that's why I always say, for me, the biggest, important factor to us, the Black community, that we need to discuss more is nuclear families.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We need to create more nuclear families. Like,
Amen.
we need more fucking kids where they have a mom and a dad, you know what I'm saying, at home, and they're Black, and we teach them our values, because we generally have good values, bro.
Yeah.
It's
gonna take a certain degree of like presence.
Yeah.
Not presence, but not presence.
Okay, then just to
Important.
think about it more deeply, right? Would you not agree that us right now as a generation, we don't have that role model? We don't know the how-to kit of creating and becoming a nuclear family. Because shout out to be honest, man, because all the people we thought knew how to it, oh my God, turns out they shit, right? And now you're like, my nigga, this nigga was giving me advice. Because remember, man, being a Black child, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You learn things as you get older that change your whole perception of who you are and the people you thought were the shit. And that shit sucks, right? Because it's not about like, oh, I'm glad. Like when you learn now without your time, you're like, but I used to look up to this nigga. This nigga was...
I told you, man. It's a sobering fact.
Yeah, now you're sitting there and you're like, but I don't have the know-how, kid. This nigga saying this, but that nigga ain't good either because he's doing 1, 2, 3, That's why I'm saying it's so hard. Like, I get it. It's so easy to be like, I want to do the nuclear thing. But then you don't see that every day. Because we come from a generation with a young democracy where most times back in the day, man, the timers were out there hustling.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
They were far from their homes.
Man. They were trying.
They were trying the best. There is a moment where you're going to have to accept that these people did what they could. With the circumstances. Right. The reality is, now at the end of the day, from an emotional point of view, from a foundational point of view, we struggle. At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody, like, no matter how many things you're going to read, how many books you're going to go for, the amount of, you can never predict how life is going to be. You're never going to end up. I think the main thing that gets to me as I get older is that I can change, but others don't change with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so, it sucks. Have you ever woke up in the morning and said I'm going to have a good day, and someone actually forces you to have a shitty day because they're having a shitty day? And I'm not talking about shit like, oh, that guy treats you bad. This guy, bro, basically, this is called comedian. He's from the Daily Show. I don't know his name, but he always pops out on my thing.
Yeah.
But it's like he had a joke where he was basically saying, have you ever talked to your homie who's anxious and he has anxiety? And then he's asking you for advice and he's venting. And then he starts mentioning shit that makes you now start worrying.
Yeah.
That's how a nigga who makes you have a bad day. You'll be like, dog, listen, I just got this car, dog. Now they increased their petrol. And then this other guy, man, and now the inflation keeps on staying. And you're like, I was okay. Why is this nigga making me go bad?
Yeah, man.
I just feel like it also stems from this thing of where you reach. For me, I don't know about y'all. Like, bro, I hate negative energy. I know like shit is bad, shit is rough. And I think we should address certain things, but like, whoa, bro, like, I feel like it's a swag nowadays, you know what I'm saying? With the old leaving people always saying, yo, I'm my mental health and all of that. I'm not taking away from nobody's problems, but like, brother, What's with this negativity? You know, right now, if you go up to a group of people and be like, yo, bro, I'm so happy and excited, they'll be like, nigga, what the fuck you going on about, nigga?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, for me,
he needs to be humble.
Yeah, he needs to be humbled by life. Like, niggas will be saying shit like that, but like, personally, I know that, bro, I hit walls as hard as every other person hits walls sometimes. You know what I mean? In my life.
Yeah.
But I always have this, hey man, I get to live another day, talk shit with these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But again, that
day, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's gonna run down to that shit, mansion, car or not. We're still gonna be sitting around talking ass cheeks for fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Could be in the G-Wagon, could be in the back of my mom's yard. Niggas will be always talking shit. Because all these other stuff, they're gonna go for real. That money, like the materialistic stuff, bro, that shit just
all the stuff that you just use to distract yourself.
Exactly. So, bro, if you, for me, talk, just like, you know, take it easy on yourself. You know, try to just, you know,
prioritize those things, man.
Just realize, bro, like don't measure yourself with all these external shit like women and shit like that. But if you love yourself, bro, I just feel like, yo, it'll be so much easier.
That's real rap, man.
I think,
accept love.
I think like
that's real rap right there, man.
Yeah.
You know, I start thinking about like, I saw my brother on our way to work today, and he was like, "Hey man," he just said it right now, like the G-Wagons won't matter, right? And I said to him, I'm like, I'm a weird guy. Like, I'll be going to like my first corporate. So I was supposed to go to a specific place, and then. I mean, like to another province for a work thing, and then they said no, and I was so pissed, bro. Because I was like, that's a free holiday for me. People are like, you're gonna be working, and I'm like, but I've never been, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Hey. And I was telling my brother, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to have the feeling of being in a G-Wagon and saying, oh my God, my life sucks. This G-Wagon.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah, like sometimes it's like, guys, you don't really need this. Though. This shit sucks. But like,
just tell niggas to work
but
hard.
Sometimes it's always like chilling in your G-Wagon after you bombed the whole ass set. But you like, shit. Those motherfuckers didn't think I was funny. By that time, you're like, fuck, you know what, man? I'll just sleep to some caviar tonight. You know what I'm saying? Some lobster.
But sometimes it is okay to dream. I think it's I think what has happened is we love, you know, like we like being relatable for the sake of being relatable. Sure. Right? And I remember telling this other girl I worked with at another place for a very short span of time, man. These graduates be flying out, man. For like a month. I remember being and working at a call center, and I'm like, this the second month? She already got in and she leaving. But I said to her, I was like, hey man, I noticed something about when I have to have conversations with people. Just say everything negative and everyone's gonna be relatable.
Yeah.
And then everyone's gonna bite that, right? But then I'm like, there's like a fine line between confidence and cocky. And I don't believe anyone's cocky here. I don't think our generation has the levers beanie. They don't have this beanie to be cocky. Because I don't think we have a Kobe or Michael Jordan or even a Kanye West to be cocky. You know what I mean? Cocky.
Yeah, we're talking about.
And I tell you that, hey, yo, cocky, I don't even care that you're saying I'm cocky. Because if now in my generation, you call me cocky, yes, I'm so self-conscious. Like Kanye says, I'm self-conscious because now you already got into my head.
You got into my
head. But now we don't. It's like, we like my brother said earlier, the audacity.
Yeah.
We want someone to say, and I don't have it. Don't get us wrong. I don't have the thing to say, who does he think he is?
We're just normal dudes.
You know what I mean? Who does he think he is? I just told you.
It's audacity.
It's the audacity. You might not agree with it, but I don't agree with it. And I can feel it when I'm faking it. That's the one thing. I can sit here and do it on the mic and fake it.
Now I see where we are.
We can fake that shit and make it seem like that. And that's the hardest guy ever. I can fake it right now. Remember last week when we were talking about that soundtrack TikTok thing playing in my background?
That guy. I feel like that guy. Hashtag.
You know that slow down, tell them coaches instrumental at the background, quoting, and they're like, yo, I'm hard, man. You don't know. And then I wake up, I go back to bed, jerk off, and go to bed. and you don't even know. And I struggle.
Call it a day.
Because everybody wants to make bro. Let me not lie to you, man. Guys, just because we're all doing something, it doesn't mean we're all feeling fulfilled.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't tell you as a young person, they lied to y'all, man.
That's real rap.
Google lied to you. I'm joking. I need to get
Steve Jobs.
Steve, they lied to you. But when I say they lied to you, it's like, guys, just because we all like certain things and just because we're gonna do it doesn't mean we're gonna get fulfilled. How do you get fulfilled? I don't know.
You gotta balance it. I feel like the most important thing about this life is it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You gotta balance it. Anything and everything runs on a balance, man. So basically the point of the matter is have the audacity, man. Have that courage, have that self-esteem, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna give that to you when you're low.
Don't fake it, man.
Don't fake it. And don't look at us. We don't practice what we preach. We have bad days. Think about yourself.
Every motherfucker has. But like nigga, sometimes like I'm just saying, don't fake it, but just
don't
generally
fake it. But no,
have that in mind. Like, you know, sometimes I just gotta have the audacity, you know what I'm saying?
And carry your house. And carry your house.
Yeah, even if it means, this is the problem with a lot of people, even if it means in that moment when you're taking this audacity and you're fucking shaking, guys, you need to understand, fear is a very common feeling. It's that's what makes us human.
Some of the most universal things.
That's what makes us human. And guys, there is no matter who you are, the idea here is not to eliminate fear, but understand how you can work with fear, because it'll always be there. Like, for instance, when I know that I'm sensing a little bit of fear sometimes, and I know that, no, bro, I'm actually doing something crazy. I know that.
Means, I'm on the
money. That's why I'm feeling like this. I have to accept, like, yo, bro, of course, if I was doing something small, yes, I wouldn't feel like this. So, and usually, you know what you do? Now you're like, shit, the other feeling feels better when you don't do anything.
Yeah.
That one feels much better. But then when you start getting this, like,
I ain't gonna lie to you,
play and dance with this fear thing, and you just dance with it the whole time, you're like, I know this feeling,
I feel it.
but I'm still gonna do this, you know?
It's all about balance.
And it takes a minute.
It takes a long time. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
takes a minute.
Don't ever think there will be a point in your life just when we say have the audacity, you just feel like every time when you say shit. Nah. I mean, then you just fucking delusional at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just saying, bro, just fucking stick to your guns sometimes and fucking know that you are that guy. I am him. Straight up. Like,
but take your L's.
But take your L's.
Was saying.
Yeah, man.
Your L's, man. Because that's what it's about, man. We're too shy. We're too scared to confront us, failing. That's the thing. You gotta control these things that are looked out upon. Failure, fear, fright, any of these things, man. To balance those things innately is to understand who you are. This is why he's saying you gotta know what you're about. You gotta know, dog. You see a 10, you know you're not the smoothest guy, but it's cool. Shake like a child in front of him. It's all cool. Say like, yo, I'm probably going to cry, put myself to sleep because I know I have no chance. Say that rather. It's you admitting I know my capacity. And this is all I can give. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah.
Bless, bro.
If you can't take that, that's cool. But I know at the end of the day, this is me and I'm not ashamed. That's the thing,
yeah,
guys.
bro.
Know
that's
you and you'll know you're him. Just know your capacity. It's the same thing we said in the first part.
I feel like no matter who you are, and no matter what anyone tells you, you truly know who you are.
Amen.
And like when I say that, I remember when I used to work at Starbucks in university. When I turned 21, I remember asking this manager of mine, because we were super close, asking like, yo man, what advice you have for me? It's like, no matter what, man, just be yourself. Go to bed knowing that you was yourself. Even if someone didn't like you, you go to bed knowing that I was just me. Then turns out, man, a year later, I was listening to Frank Ocean. I was listening to to Blonde. And I remember, the Frank Ocean call. And I'm like, wait, nigga, that sounds familiar. This nigga. And I remember, you know why I say this nigga bit it? Because we were talking about Blonde just a couple of days ago.
Word.
You know what I mean? Talking about how Blonde is funny. And I'm like, shout out to the advice, though. I mean, it really meant a lot at the time. But we need to go back to the fact that this nigga cooked me with that voice now from Frank Ocean's mom. I don't know, it's not really a mom, but like on the Blonde thing,
yeah,
was like, just be you, don't impress anyone. I was like,
go to college,
I'm like,
become
damn.
impressioned.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, but yo, let's not turn this shit into some motivational fucking
I'm
podcast.
not motivated.
Yo, we young too, we fucked up too.
Yeah, man, shit.
You don't know. You
we
just be talking this shit
life.
all the time.
This is how
Next
they
thing you hear that niggas, I don't want to go dark,
life,
but
boys.
Yeah, man, we gotta
stay present.
The main thing about
stay
guys,
in the
let
moment.
me say this, man. I feel like we need to watch out for each other as a generation.
Yeah, man.
We can't please everybody, man. I'm gonna be real with everybody. Like, you can't please. You can't please your.
We need to stop spreading this positivity fucking energy, low key. I ain't
gonna say this.
I feel like positivity is overrated, but I think in
says a nigga who hates hobos. This nigga be
for real,
hobos.
Like, positivity is over fucking rated, bro. Look, bro. Let me give you a perfect example why positivity is fucking overrated. I swear to you, to all the fucking listeners right now, you have written a test under the worst circumstances of feeling in your whole life. You felt so negative, but the outcome was a positive outcome because you probably passed that fucking exam. The reason why I'm saying that positivity is overrated is that sometimes we are told that to get good, successful things done, we need to have a positive mindset. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, though.
You know what I'm saying?
So, sorry to go off topic.
Yeah.
Like, we were parked. Low-key sucks.
Why?
Because ain't nothing weird happened, man. Remember last week? It was like a nigga jogging with a dog and boxing.
No, the nigga passed long time ago.
Yeah, I think
but he didn't have the same source.
He ain't have the same pizzazz,
We ain't never had the hobo who was selling books.
Man. So
guys, read books.
Hey, read books.
You know what I mean?
Please read, man.
But I hear you. Positivity.
I feel like, okay, Shafere, thanks for that little explanation on what nihilism is. Guys, if you want to be a nihilist, listen to this nigga. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, honestly. I feel like what's the point of being positive when at the end of the day, I'm gonna get out of this bitch. All I'm saying is though, not have positive mindset, have a positive attitude. You have to at least have some sort of belief that the things that I'm doing, the positive things I'm doing, will pan out in my favor because at least I'm trying. Where not many are.
Yeah.
We have to get things done at the end of the day. That's the main point this guy's saying. Yeah.
You know one thing I've realized?
We do.
Bro? People make a lot of podcasts, but yet they never have their moms, Imagine having your mom as your guest.
I was like,
South Africa.
You guys watched that thing on Netflix, the Midnight Gospel?
Yeah, I did.
Guy Clancy.
The
last episode of that series.
Yeah. Was his mom.
A podcast with his dying
mom from cancer.
So that
was one of the most beautiful things.
One of the most beautiful concepts I've ever heard.
I'm not gonna. I like low-key remember speaking to someone from work last week.
Shit, that
guy's from. He's from. I know Joe Rogan. Midnight Gospel, guys. You should check it out.
Shout out. Yeah,
that stuff really helped me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
COVID, because it was really because they call it a space cost and. No matter what it is, man. Guys, no matter how many people tell you, there's thousands of podcasts, there's thousands of musicians, there's thousands of people doing that thing that you want to do. Like Tizo says, man, nothing is impossible.
Oh, shit.
Right? And I say that, and it's so corny.
You can do it too.
Like when you get older, all that corny stuff just makes sense. Have you ever thought about the moment where, guys, man, where so many guys right now, even ladies, by the way, looking for a way to have conversations to get that guy, that female. Do you know the corniest thing that I wish I really took in? Like early 20s. Nigga, just be yourself. Don't be weird, man.
Hey,
that's all.
Hey, man.
Bro, if you're a shy dog, you're shy.
I just wish I learned this earlier.
No, but the thing is, they kept on cooking it in your head, and you're like, oh, man, you don't know anything. You don't know anything about me. You don't know how it feels. You don't know. That's how it is. It's always like, you don't know how it feels. Who are you to speak, man? You handsome. By the way, I don't know if I'm handsome or not, but some days I feel like...
Also on the real
just to sidetrack, we'll come back to this topic. I think my fat joke's out of the window, man. I just saw 2 fat niggas coming in there, man.
Oh my God.
They don't even land.
For the audience,
That's crazy.
brother, we've been coming back from work, and
Bro,
this
you got
guy
the reconnaissance.
keeps on telling us fat joke.
The crowd's not gonna feel this one.
Hey, they're not gonna feel this one.
Sorry,
not gonna
big
feel
people
this
joke.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm the guy in the podcast who calms everything down because I am looking for endorsements.
And the
So,
big
low-key,
says
hey man, I know these niggas. If y'all want to get some merch and you want to talk to Hussein out there in the back door, I love everybody. I'm just joking. I love
yeah,
just
man.
my
Sorry
brother.
to sidetrack you guys. Yeah, man. Let's get back to.
No, but I was just about to say,
being yourself is the corniest shit I've ever
and tell your niggas if they're handsome, man, because god dang it, bro. It's actually quite
even when they're not.
It's actually a shock. I actually feel so disrespected.
I ain't gonna lie.
I actually feel so disrespected. These gal came to us and told me, how come you don't tell your nigga he handsome? And I was like, fuck, why don't I?
Why would you say that, dude, bro?
I'm just like, yo,
Man, it's good, though.
wait, hold on. When
Nah.
they has that shit on, you be like, boy, you got a shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
tell that boy, like, hey, man, you looking clean.
You looking clean, yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
yeah,
But
I feel
like handsome,
handsome.
maybe like once in every maybe like once
when he's getting married,
once a year.
I was telling
You know?
like
when he's getting married.
yeah, like when he's going for
You
like
look so handsome, dog. I ain't
The
gonna
ladies
say
at
very
that
work,
good
word.
suit.
I was telling them, I was like, y'all don't know. Like, you could be like the most handsome guy, right? But trust me, that guy, besides on a cyber way of getting compliments, yeah, sure, they're gonna be like, oh, you are hot on Tinder,
no
on
shit.
Instagram. But in real life, ask him, when's the last time actually someone gave you a compliment? And I said, hey, ladies, you could even tell that guy, hey, nice jacket. He's like, that means a lot because that's the only compliment I'm about to get for 10 years.
Yeah, like,
'Cause, like,
no,
shit
like women
means
really
something.
need to get that. Like, niggas don't get that many compliments.
Like, we don't, not because something is bad in me feeling, we're just saying
No,
sometimes.
it's just like how it is, and then they have this expectation that you know, like if like a handsome dude walks up to a chick, the hand is already thinking, oh, this guy really thinks he's handsome. No, that nigga might not know. No one has ever told him that shit.
It'll depend on the gen.
Yeah.
We gotta
It
give a
depends.
disclaimer.
I mean,
We
it
can't
depends. There
speak
are
for
some,
all
but
gens.
like in most
Some
cases,
gens that
it's just that.
Don't you guys agree that we took a very long time to realize we got the source because we went to a high school where everybody hated
Hey
it?
man, I ain't say I got no sauce, man.
The thing is though, in retrospect, and I always tell your brother this, half the stuff we've done from high school, I did not think things would pan out the way it did. And I take it back to the thing of, niggas, we had this account, it was run by us as a grade. You guys understand how crazy this is. This school doesn't allow no phones. This school is not allowing anything, bro. We can't even see girls. What do you think about phones? You know what I'm saying? From this grew a rose. That thing that we actually did, if we carried on to that, I can't imagine where life would have taken us if we continued with that same spirit, that same attitude of creating things that depict how we live, and we find it kind of funny.
Yeah.
This is what the podcast right now.
Basically, we could have been on this way earlier. If we carried on this on your boys.
No,
If we carried on this on your boys.
I remember, you know,
Yeah, you're being for
Because
real.
think about it, the
That time it
ideas,
wasn't.
the ideas for all of those skits
Yeah.
came from the same minds.
But you do know
On
you
average.
do know what tore it apart? Guys, let me tell you something. This is a common trait I've noticed amongst many men. Many men. You see, the problem with groups is that animosity starts to grow. Jealousy is a dangerous thing. After that, why do you think there are not that many boy bands, bro?
Hey man, facts.
It's all cool, but when the money, like
R.I.P. the Wanted.
because I mean the account was cool in the beginning when we started off, but then
Shout
when
out to
people started acknowledging it and people now it's like, oh, this guy, how come this guy can do this? And bro, niggas that you didn't even think would turn out to be bitches become bitches, bro. Like for real. And it happens. It's just how life is. Yo, bro, it's wild, man. But
you know you found a core when that shit doesn't get between you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like even with that being said, I can personally attest. I know for a fact, man. I didn't have that conception. Because the fact of the matter is, unlike everyone else there at Nizamia, I had no ground stand on, so I had to build it from the ground up. And I knew the one worst thing you could do is assume that nigga next to me over there, he ain't got nothing to give me.
Yeah.
Because I already know it all.
Yeah.
That's why I had to tear everything. I had to tear Rome down to build it up anew. And that's why I didn't have it. And all I'm trying to depict is that you need to be able to humble yourself, no matter how many accomplishments you have, no matter who you think you are.
Yeah.
You have to be able to humble yourself because you're blocking yourself from one of the the most core memories I can associate are just me learning from my dogs in that environment. Bro, the first time we mosh pit was in his army. Do you understand it? The first time we had a mosh pit was in the middle of some bloke's room.
Yeah.
Nigga had a speaker and we was turning up. And that's when I realized there's no need for me to act hard, because that time we're in grade 11. We're moshing out with the kids. We're showing them love. We're showing them that, yo.
I think when we got grade 10,
it clicked.
It started clicking. I guess when I got to like uni, man, uni, you learn a lot of y'all could just talk.
Lighter, man. I mean, just say, no, light up that blunt. Nah, man, we don't want people to know.
Shout out for my endorsements.
Yeah,
I do take those fake vape pens. They are ecological. I'm joking.
Can I just say something, man? There's something that I need to get off my chest. Lately, there's been adverts of air that's been sold to people.
Yeah,
guys,
they be selling it.
Let me tell you something, man.
We will take this sponsor. Yeah, we all listening.
This is not a sponsored video.
I am
not getting promo from him.
Cigarette manager right here speaking. Yeah, carry on.
Listen, I am a struggling cigarette addict.
It's a parody, by the way.
I would love to quit smoking cigarettes, which I'm slowly pushing it here, there, and to quit. I use vape. I use vape. I can't imagine breathing in flavored air and say, yo, man, this does it for me, man. Guys, fuck that shit. If you're a black nigga buying this shit, look, man, I forgive white people all day, every day. But nigga, if you're a nigga, man,
I feel like
I'm disappointed in you.
I feel like if it was a black-owned business support, I'll be on my Soulja Boy, man. Do you think about Soulja Boy, man?
I do be thinking about Soulja Boy. I was too young for
black
my
people couldn't sell that, man. A black person couldn't sell that, man. Black people can't sell that. It's one of those products that you could only buy from a white man. Why would you buy it? If a nigga had to be telling you that, you're like, this nigga fucking crazy.
But this guy's actually cooking.
But he's cooking.
Compare one of his vape ads to like a black label ad. A black label ad doesn't even know who the talking about is, bro.
But today, when you're speaking about ads, man, I be thinking about
shit's crazy, actually.
I was thinking about like some video ideas that I wanted to shoot, and they were cinematic. And I remember that as a kid, I don't drink, right? But the coolest
shout out to all the
they made me feel like, just one for the boys, one for the boys. Like Jameson ads. They got that Idris album. And then wait, like let me set the scene for you. The nigga walking, bro. Like listen, this nigga walking. And I'm manifesting. I'm walking on my land right now. Talking about nothing, but I'm making it sound deep. Telling you, my grandfather used to like this one. I ain't never really met my grandfather like that. But listen, I be watching like these ads, man. And I'm thinking to myself, God damn. If I could just sip that brandy. And I don't drink, mind you. And I'm like,
yeah, sober ego. Shout out to all.
You gotta look at the ads, man. Even with the air, it's about how you sell the air.
It's about how you sell the shit, man. That's why I hate advertising.
Think about it, man. You gotta think about how you sell the air, guys. You see, my problem is, guys, I am not scrutinizing black-owned businesses, but do not bait me into supporting your business because you say it's black-owned.
Facts. I mean, mention it.
Because you can mention it just to show how. We ain't got no money like that, right? So you're targeting the wrong audience, and now you're deflecting maybe the white people who are gonna go and buy your shit, right? Yeah. First of all, right?
Yeah. But some of them, be trying to be progressive. We see and recognize.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm just saying, if you're buying air. And unless this becomes our sponsor, this episode will be
redacted. It can sponsor us anytime.
Shout out, man.
We are looking to collaborate.
This will be when we do the edits. Niggas who smoke air, man. Shout out to you. You guys are taking care of your health, and you're better than most of these guys trying to inhale all these toxins. But back to the reality, niggas who fucking smoke air, nigga, like you need to lock in your life.
I was so I don't drink. I've been taking a break from Coca-Cola, right?
Shit.
And
that
someone was
Coke-Cola
like,
addiction is real.
why don't you drink the Coke? Because I'm like, Coke don't slap the same no more. It don't slap like 2005,
Real
right?
spill.
Don't hit the same, right? Hey, you guys don't know, guys.
Coke, coach.
You guys don't know, man.
God dang it.
Wait, it's about Coke the guys, I'm on my neck.
You get in his neck with it.
I need to show you that.
Woku shisha, baby.
Yeah, well, shisha.
You show what this is.
I'm joking. Guys. I'm not baby, but like, listen. What was I talking about? Because now I lost my
talking about
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, so I was in the elevator and I'm like, guys, the reason I don't drink Coke, why every time I have the urge to drink Coke, I remember the underwhelming taste of it. Then I'm like, guys, you should have Pepsi. It'll kill you faster.
Yeah.
It's way more unhealthy. So I was like,
what?
Yeah, it's way like it has a lot of sugar.
Yeah, we're saying,
and I'm like, yo, listen,
watching some
you're talking about the air, and I'm like, if I really want to enjoy something, I'd rather have it kill me. Like, don't give me like a backhanded like.
Hey, shout out! Hey,
that's why
vape is crazy, man. They say if I want to get cancer, let it be fruity flavored. You know what I'm saying? Let it be a little bit fruity.
Guys, we do not endorse anyone who's trying to kill themselves.
R.I.P. And hey, we go.
Anyone who's trying to do that to yourself, please consult a medical practitioner.
Yes, please.
This is not life advice. Do whatever you want to do with your life, but don't be saying Third Avenue sent you problematic.
No.
Yeah. Like claim at the podcast if you think we're not giving you advice, yeah.
We're not trying to,
We're not trying to tell you how to lead your life. You wanna buy and smoke air?
Hey man.
Hey.
We will try to create those products for you in the future.
Hey,
just know that.
Remember what we said. The moral of this whole podcast is pretty simple, man. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do, nigga. You do you.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear nigga like me talking shit, saying that now, you gotta be, wasting your life breathing in air that's for free. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess,
man. Like
if you're gonna smell impolluted air, let it be strawberry.
Let it be a little Baja Blast.
Niggas
don't judge.
We don't judge. We've been judging for 5 minutes.
Real quick.
Just to round up some stuff, guys. We're about to end through. Anybody want to get off their chest? We know how we do.
Yeah.
Every time we end, you gotta let that thing out before, because it's a Monday. We want you to carry on going through the week. Anyone want to start of what they want to get off their chest?
Hey man, I just hope I don't fuck up this set today.
Alright guys, shout out. We will tell you an update of how it went next week.
If I bombed, but he ain't like that, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my shiesty.
What I want to get off my chest. I think I'm gonna come back. You wanna get something off?
There's a bit of a bomb right now. But damn, I don't know, man. I'm up to
I guess people are really happy today.
I'm up to no good. I'm up to no good, man. So you see, you guys on Saturday, yeah? On Saturday, we're gonna be watching the final. But I'm gonna come through from Hatfield. Don't ask me what I'm doing in Hatfield.
Say less, but
I'm up to no good. But I don't even know if I'm up to no good. All I know is I'm doing something. I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Now, shout out, man. We covered all the hard-hitting topics,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just want to get off my chest, man. You know what I'm saying? For all the people who don't think I can speak Vernac, jokes on you, motherfucker. We're live. I can speak Vernac. So let's go. And we're not gonna give y'all subtitles. So we too broke for y'all and no time to do that. But yo, man, on the real, hey man, everybody take care of himself. Stay blessed.
Balance.
Always stay blessed. Show love.
Show love, man.
Always show love. I'll speak and report it live from Melville. Shout out to 3rd Avenue.
Yeah,
sticking with the name. Marketing purposes. Play us back in 10 and remember,
this
nigga said it.
He said it.
3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue. Peace.
Called it.
I'll check y'all out and we out.